So this is a older collie bitch spay we're doing. We've just made the skin incision below the umbilicus and nibbled out the fat so we can see the linear elbow. Tend to cut out the fat so it doesn't get in the way later. And now we can see our linear elbow going down. And tend to use 2 pairs of forceps. It's very easy just to slightly miss the linear elbow. So use 2 pairs just to try and get it precisely in the middle of the forceps. When we do the stab incision, we keep the blade handle parallel to the body. And we go. The first thing to check is to see whether you're through perfectly or not. So to put something in, we need to ideally lift the muscle up. And looks like we're through it there. You can see the hole. So we'll now extend with Mayo scissors. Always try and make sure you never touch the spleen below. So I'm just going to follow it down the broad ligament, down the linear elbow, and then back up. So we just get a finger through there to find. And you can already see the big spleen sat there. Find the uterus. What can help is raising the muscle up on this side, so when you get your finger down, it misses all the intestine. So you want to go down to the vertebra and just roll off the vertebra, and it should be in that region there, just sort of running parallel to the vertebra. Intestine, like that. There it is. It's quite smaller than I thought. So the first thing to do is unravel anything that might be wrapped around it. Seems to be some momentum around it. You can see the bifurcations there, so we know for sure it is the uterus. So basically in dogs, the ovary doesn't come up easily, so we have to push down to get it. It's fairly rare to be able to pull it up with the uterus, and you don't want to put too much stress on that uterus. So we either go down to pinch to get it, or we push down on the skin like this. So let's push down and roll over. It really is quite deep down there. So push down, roll over. And what I'm trying to do is transfer it to my other hand. So I've got the ovary in my other hand, and only once you've got the ovary can you break suspensories. Now you want to run your finger down the suspensory to the base and press, and it's gone. So it's literally just going all the way down to where the insertion is and pressing it down. You might just have to tweak her up a bit. So first thing to do is make the window through the broad ligament. We want it away from the vessels and also low enough so we can get a ligature nice and low. So we lift up over here, this side, away from these vessels here. You can see down here we can go nice and low with our window and bring it up. The clamps are very smooth and atraumatic, which means you can move the clamp up and down without causing too much damage to the ovarian pedicle. So, ovaries there, windows there. So we tend to sort of walk it down. Remove any drape or skin or whatever that's in it. I'll probably go with that. So that's given us about an inch clearance on the ovary. So what that means now is we can place 1 millers below the clamp, raise the clamp and place the second millers. Right, one of the important things we do to make things easier is we separate the uterus. So to separate the uterus, we apply 1 clamp just behind the ovary and another clamp alongside there, and then we cut between. So separation usually gives us better accessibility to the ovarian pedicle. Now I'm just going to put a little swab in just to get this fat out of the way, so when we place the millers we can slide it down without getting anything caught in it. So we just wrap the suture around. That's our start position. Make the cross, go around again, make our second cross, and then there's 2 strands here, 2 strands there. We go through, we grab the tail, bring it back where it is here, and we just shuffle that down a bit, but don't tighten it. We want the ligature biting lower, not near the clamp, so we can just nudge this down. Once you get it past the body wall usually keeps it lower down. And we can nudge it down a bit this way. Okay, so now we're going to tighten it. If we do a rotation on this clamp, it keeps it away from the clamp so we can get it a little bit deeper. So we just take our time and tighten it as much as we can. Can't get any tighter. Oops. So now we'll do the 6 ones. If we can have enough thread for it. That just shows you the importance of working close in, because that sort of break of the thread could have been far more traumatic if we were far out. Right, so we've got millers there, but it's not complete. So what I tend to do is put a surgeon's in the same bed. I know the millers has got the compression, because I haven't got all the throws on like I'd like to. I'm worried it won't keep that compression. So I'm just hooking it under, like that, rotating the clamp the other way. So this will just go alongside the millers. Okay. So that's what you do if you get a millers that you're not too sure of, just put surgeons like that, just under the tails and round. So we can test, see if we get any bleeding. Release this clamp here. Might be very slight, but we're putting the second millers in anyway, so we'll just make sure we're still clearing this ovary. If we are, so I'll clamp there. And now get the second millers ready. Again, nice and loose. Make sure it's not up against the clamp. And we can use the rotation to ensure this doesn't tie close to the clamp. Reason being, if it's close to the clamp, it can't pinch in. You can't get a nice tight ligature. One more for luck, nice big bulky knot. So if we need to find it again, a nice big bulky knot will help us. The other thing to do is don't start pushing around here to check the tightness of your ligatures. You want to do it this way. There, you see it nice and pinched in. Okay, so we'll take off the ovary, go flush to the clamp, and now we can release the pedicle. And no bleeding, and take our swab out. Okay, we're going to do the broad ligament next. So ovarian vessel, uterine vessel, so there's the uterus there. Make our window the other side of the uterine vessel, take it up. And clamp it high up so it's not under tension. Okay, and then just drop that. Just a surgeon's will suffice. Again, we don't want it up against the clamp. I think these needle holders are struggling. Okay, so release that, and now we just find the bifurcation coming off this, so we can put a bit of tension on this. By doing the broad ligament, it's sort of helped the uterus come out more, and you can just see there actually where it's coming out. Otherwise you have to put your finger in and just feel it, and then once you feel it you just bring it round and bring it up. So there's the other side of the uterus. So again we need to get hold of the ovary to where it's suspensory. It's quite tight down there. Nope. So I'm struggling to get them with the hands, so let's try again. Get hold of it with this fingers. So what I'm going to do is put some pressure on the suspensory, try and stretch it. Okay, now I've got the ovary, I can now go in and get the suspensory. So I'm sliding right down as far as I can go, and then pressing where it inserts to the rib. There we go, got it. The closer you are to the rib, the easier it does, the easier it breaks, and the safer it is. So I'll just put a little plug in. We'll make our window. Far over here somewhere. There's no vessels, and take it upwards. Okay, so car melts again, place through the car melts, place them under, make sure that swab's keeping on going under, and then we just sort of walk them down. So push it down, hold them, check nothing's in, and then just try and nudge a bit more. Nothing's in. We're about an inch clearance, so we might as well stay with that. So the ovary's here. So uterine separation behind the ovary, alongside, between. And now again we've got better exposure on our pedicle. So let's place the millers. Okay, just make sure you don't get anything caught in the millers. You can do that at the end. Again, second cross, pull millers, and then just check nothing's caught in it, just there. And now we just rotate it and slide the millers down so it's away from the clamp. Again here. So let's apply some rotation on the clamp. And rotate. as we tighten the molars. Okay. One more for look. Okay. So I'll snip the tail short. We can do our test again. Take this clamp off. Good. So now we apply the clamp, making sure we're still clearing the ovary. Okay, so millers. Cross. Round, second cross, tail through, again keep it loose, make sure we're just clearing the clamp. Rotation on. And tighten. Very important to be close in when you tighten it. There we go. Okay, so have a little ligature this way, see how it's nice and pinched in. Take the ovary off with the blade. And then if we need to hold it, always hold it above the ligatures. Just got enough tissue really there to hold safely. That clamp that, swab out. There we go. So now we'll do this side of the broad ligament. Make it nice and low, the window, take it up, and then clamp high. say, clamp this high so it's not under tension, so it's just easy to tie off without, and if you do actually slip, it won't rip it off. Okay. That done. Now, let's sort of get to the body. Just going to test the uterus by clamping it. See how strong it is. Not too bad. So we'll start with the surgeons, then it'll be Miller's, and then it'll be a bifurcation, transfixer. The next one's Miller's. Fairly strong, but I'm just a bit cautious about it cheese wiring. I'm going to stop at that. Use a straight needle, 2 strands, straight needle because you know you're going to come out roughly. You point it, once it's through, check they're about the same length, so they are. Cut out the needle, that one comes along, so that's that side, and then must be for this side. Okay, this side then. Okay, so it's our surgeons, millers and 2-strand transfixer. And now we can just remove the uterus. Always give a little bit of tissue behind your 2-strander. Trim away. It's always good to use both forceps to get your muscle where you want it and then pick up. Needle holders so you're ready to go. If you get any of this fat caught below, don't worry. It's good to do on top and bottom while you've got the access to do it. If you do one blind, the best thing to do is just lift it up. There you're safe. You want to start and finish under the fat. Keep the knot under the fat, so go deep superficial. You do that, stop me pulling it all the way through. And then we go in superficial deep. to be deep superficial to keep that knot under. And you can go back on yourself then. And just to show you something extra, you can tap the muscle so it closes any dead space. So you just lift up your muscle. You don't want a full bite through it. Make sure you've gone through the fat first, and then just make a nick of the muscle. And that will just sort of close the dead area, dead space. You can do it once or a few times, or it's not a necessity to do it. And if you're worried you're going to cause any damage going through the muscle, don't do it. So we'll just tie off here, and then we'll go into the intradermals. Take off the loop, and then just set yourself up for intradermals. I've done it so the knot should be able to lie down. So it lies down. Okay. It's usually a case of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, so I'll go forward on this side. Last where it came through, so you can always go back to where it's open. Little bite in here. And a little bite on the other side. Here. Through. Right, we'll go with an Aberdeen, I think, for this one. So, make this way. So tighten it down. Do a twist to hold it down. Go back, comes a new piece, feed it down. Comes a new piece and feed it down. Go back, comes a new piece, feed it down. That's a new piece, feed it down. I do quite a few, as you can tell. And more fully. Okay, once you've finished it, it's all tight. You need to pass it through twice. So you go through your loop once, round, and through again. And it gives much more stability to your knot. You see there, you tighten it. And then to bury, find an area where it'll just glide through. There, come out quite a distance away, and then use your rat tooth to pull the skin this way. It's popped. Hola, ¿qué tal?